84 days ago, we were told a certain Dutchman had a 95% chance of joining us. However, 12 gruesome weeks later, even after agreeing the fee, this transfer has simply not been completed yet. But has Frenkie De Jong finally given us the go-ahead that he wants to sign for us? What is the latest update Fabrizio Romano has on the Benjamin Šeško transfer? And is Alex Tellez set to complete a transfer to Sevilla? Well, let's discuss all this in the latest episode of Transfers FC. But let's start off with that Frenkie De Jong saga. Frenkie De Jong's transfer to Manchester United. Robbie, when is this going to end? Robbie can't give us that answer, but our friends in sport can, as according to Sport, Frenkie De Jong is no longer refusing to join Manchester United. This news right here is quite important and quite funny at the same time, as during this whole Frenkie De Jong saga, sources in Spain, especially Sport, have been saying that Frenkie De Jong simply did not want to join Manchester United. And Sport themselves went as far as saying less than 5 days ago that Frenkie De Jong had informed Erik Ten Hag that he did not want to join Manchester United, that he had ruled out the transfer. But then, less than 5 days later, Sport are saying that Frenkie De Jong is no longer refusing to sign for Manchester United. I mean, all us Manchester United fans knew this was never the case. Manchester United would have not gone 12 weeks deep into a transfer for a player that didn't want to sign for us. We all know what the massive issue is, and that is the wages Barcelona owe him. And that was reiterated by Sport. As Sport said, Manchester United are very clear that Frenkie De Jong could give the okay to the signing as long as the salary mess with Barcelona is solved. United are willing to help, although they understand that this negotiation is between the player and Barcelona. Manchester United have brought out all their artillery and are willing to continue fighting until the last day of the transfer market for Frenkie De Jong. United are convinced that he is open to joining despite everything that is being said. As that report right there says, Manchester United always knew the problem was never that Frenkie De Jong didn't want to sign for us. That was never going to be the case. Erik Ten Hag has already spoken to Frenkie De Jong multiple times, and if that was the case and Frenkie De Jong didn't want to sign for us, I think a long time ago Manchester United and Erik Ten Hag would have moved on. And as Fabrizio Romano reiterated, Manchester United will push till the very end to sign Frenkie De Jong this summer. And I think that will be the case. I think it might go to the final days of the transfer market, especially with Barcelona trying to sign a certain Manchester City midfielder in Bernardo Silva. If Barcelona do complete that signing, they will simply have to sell Frenkie De Jong. And despite us waiting 12 whole weeks for this transfer saga of Frenkie De Jong to end, I think it might take a bit longer and maybe even till the final days of the transfer market. But the big thing is, I think this transfer right here of Frenkie De Jong to Manchester United, even if it does go to the final days, I think this transfer will eventually happen. But as per usual, lads, let me know your thoughts on this Frenkie De Jong saga. Do you think he will eventually end up at Manchester United, or do you think we are wasting our time massively and he will stay at Barcelona? But moving on, let's move on to Benjamin Šeško's transfer. Benjamin Šeško's transfer to Manchester United. I mean, less than a week ago, not many football fans, let alone Manchester United fans, knew of him. However, after the week he had, especially after that Liverpool game, many of us Manchester United fans have been raving over the transfer. And with Fabrizio Romano breaking it in the first place, what is the latest update he has on the situation? Well, on his Here We Go podcast, Fabrizio Romano said, "This week will be really important for Benjamin Šeško. Manchester United are really keen on signing him. There were direct contacts with his agent last week and the week before. New direct contacts are planned this week." With him going on to say that Manchester United are working on the signing of Benjamin Šeško and now are pushing for him. Manchester United had more than one direct meeting with his agents. there will be other clubs that are keen on the signing of Šeško. This is a really important week for his final decision. As I told you little less than a week ago, not many Manchester United fans knew of Benjamin Šeško. However, after the week he had, especially after that Liverpool game, many Manchester United fans have been raving over the potential signing of Šeško. And as Fabrizio Romano says, this looks like it will be a really important week for Benjamin Šeško, with Manchester United pushing for him. Just like many Manchester United fans, I hope that Benjamin Šeško will be a Manchester United player. But swiftly moving on, let's talk about Alex Tellez' transfer to Sevilla. With the signing of Tyrell Malacia being Erik Ten Hag's first signing in his regime, it was known that a left back had to leave Manchester United, and with reports already suggesting that Luke Shaw was set to be our first team fullback, well, that meant the transfer of a certain Brazilian fullback at Manchester United was inevitable, and it looks like that is the case, as according to Alex Crook of TalkSport, Manchester United are in advanced talks with Sevilla over the loan move of Alex Tellez, with Mr. Irbigo himself, Fabrizio Romano, confirming this. As he said, Sevilla are closing on the Alex Tellez deal. The player has accepted the destination and the agreement is set to be completed. It is a matter of final details discussed between the clubs. Work in progress. With TNS in Brazil suggesting that Alex Tellez' transfer to Sevilla is practically done. Only his medical and the details over his loan contract with Manchester United are missing. With them three reports right there, as it suggests, it looks like the transfer of Alex Tellez to Sevilla is inevitable now, and after a less than impressive 2-year spell at Manchester United, this transfer was inevitable, especially after the signing of Tyrell Malacia, with him potentially pushing to be our first team fullback, with Malacia potentially playing on Sunday. Malacia and Shaw are our first team left backs, and that always meant the transfer of Alex Tellez was destined. And with that all being said, despite me not rating you Alex Tellez, hope you smash it in Sevilla, and hopefully you smash it so good that you can get a permanent deal to Sevilla. But with that being said, that was the latest episode of Transfers FC, and if you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Go down there and smash that like button for your boy. Consider subscribing to my channel. As you already know, we are now on the road to 1,500 subscribers, and after 12 weeks in the Frenkie De Jong saga, hopefully this transfer will be finally concluded. But with that being said, for now guys, I'm out. Peace.